Younger Canadians might find it hard to believe that the maple leaf hasn't always been our flag. The colors red and white and the maple leaf have long been associated with our English and French traditions. For decades, the Canadian red ensign was used to represent our nation. However, throughout our history, especially after the World Wars, the question was always asked, why does Canada not have its own flag? As the nation approached its 100th birthday, this sentiment grew stronger. Prime Minister Lester B. Pearson was passionate about a unique national symbol. He wanted a flag that would immediately inspire one word. That word is Canada. People from coast to coast to coast agreed, and thousands of suggested flag designs were submitted. After weeks of deliberation and one of Parliament's longest debates in history, our clear and bold maple leaf flag, designed by George Stanley, was chosen. On February 15, 1965, Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II made it official by royal proclamation. Albertans, like all Canadians, love the flag. We honor it throughout our communities. To each of us, it means something a little different. But to all of us, it means home.
The Canadian flag, to me, tells two stories. One is of my ancestors on my mother's side who came to this land looking at the flag as a banner of hope and freedom. On my father's side, the flag represented something a little bit different. My grandmother was born in a time when she wasn't allowed to vote, when she wasn't allowed to leave the reservation, and when she wasn't even allowed to practice her spirituality, and even her children got taken away from her with no explanation. While we've had some mistakes in the past, and we have some mistakes we're working on right now, I really believe that we're heading toward something better. When I look at the Canadian flag, I think of the word Kanata, which means a clean place. And to me, Canada is almost like a clean slate if we allow it to be. We can smooth out the bumps and problems that we've had in the past and join together to create something not only okay for the coming generations, but something profound.
As a member of the Canadian Armed Forces, the Canadian flag is a really, really important symbol to my service to Canada. When we serve overseas or at home on various missions, the Canadian flag represents a point to rally around. It represents who we are. It also represents a symbol of why we are there, to support the values of Canadians, both domestically and abroad. Secondly, as I am responsible for healthcare delivery to the sick and wounded, it is a very important symbol of comfort. It is a symbol that once they see that flag worn by the healthcare providers, that they will be cared for. For me, it has a really, really important meaning, especially when I'm overseas. When I see the Canadian flag, it represents hope.
Le drapeau est né la même année que je suis devenue adolescente. Je le trouvais aussi cool que moi, j'étais cool. La feuille d'érable me fait penser à mon grand-père. Quand il est déménagé du Québec pour s'établir ici, il a apporté 6 arbres d'érable qu'il a plantés dans sa cour. La feuille d'érable, pour moi, c'est comme les érables de mon grand-père. Pour moi, la feuille d'érable, c'est mes racines francophones sur un fond de neige. Quand je pense au drapeau canadien, je me sens chez moi comme francophone.
In this, there is a maple leaf. Yeah, and this is a symbol of our leaf, a tree, a leaf, yeah.
Like thousands and thousands of other Canadians who have come from all over the world, my journey being a Canadian is a journey of engaging with the communities, being part of a community and coming to a country to start a new life.
We love this country. That's why we get the citizenship here. Yeah.
We're proud of Canada.
Yeah, we're proud of Canada. We are Canadians.
So that's what it means to me, and also the liberty and freedom that I enjoy in this country that would not have been possible in the country that I was born in.
Because I am free, I have everything here, success, I love the people, I love my freedom, that's why I'm here.
I look at the flag, it fills me with the pride of being a Canadian, and it makes you immensely, immensely happy. And whenever I see the flag, I feel that pride and I feel that happiness.
It's the best place in the world, you know? Yeah?
Happy Canada Day! First one. Canadian flag is part of my identity. When I see it, I'm really proud. I think it's great because it's simple and it's not a bunch of stripes.
Love the Canadian flag because it lets me be me. It allows my kids to be who my kids are and the opportunities that are granted to them. It's freedom.
The Canada flag?
Yeah.
Well, the Canada flag means to me a little bit of pride, I think, in there. I think a really good symbol for kind of distinguishing who we are.
I did an interview at Heritage Days a few years ago, and there was a young woman there from Serbia, and her comment was, "I'm come to a safe country. There's no war here."
I was here when they were trying to figure out what the flag was, and they had, beavers and all kinds of things, but something to do with that maple leaf and that bright red and white just warms my heart.
I thought it was a mistake, but here we had a heritage and one that had represented us for hundreds of years, and now all of a sudden we wanted to change it. But this flag is so Canadian. As soon as you see it, you know what country you're from, and I think that's probably the changes for the best.
I think, we kind of get chirped as a people for flashing the flag around, the leaf around all over the place, but I think it kind of sets a tone for who we are. A lot of smiles, a lot of people. We're pretty free. I think we're pretty lucky to live in the area that we do in the world, and the flag kind of represents that, and the people are pretty proud of themselves, so I don't know. To me, that's pretty good.
Canadian flag means to me a country of prosperity, security, sanctuary. Anything you want to do in Canada and make happen, you can do. We live in one of the greatest provinces in Canada, and it's kind of the land of milk and honey and prosperity. We like to make things happen. We like to make things big. As an Albertan, I feel that we're entrepreneurs, but we enjoy a unified country and work together across Canada. Our flag goes around the world, and when backpackers go to Europe and that, they'll put the Canadian flag on the back of their backpack because they realize that they're received in a friendly manner.
The Canadian flag means friendship to me, and not just an ordinary friendship, but friendship of the heart. Last year I climbed Mount Kilimanjaro with 4 other ladies, and we were all very successful and made it to the summit. And it was a phenomenal, extraordinary experience. I was right there at the top of the summit. I had people cheering me on just because I was Canadian. And I proudly wear the Canadian flag on my backpack and on my luggage tags when I travel, and not a day goes by when I travel where I don't have somebody saying hello and telling me how much they appreciate Canadians.
The Canadian flag speaks to me of exploration. When I look at the points of the maple leaf on the flags, they're pointing up and they're pointing out, from sea to sea to sea, even upwards to space, to all the new frontiers that are out there. The Canadian flag speaks to me of exploration. The Canadian identity is about exploration. We're a can-do country. From David Thompson to La Vérendrye, from Champlain to Sir Alexander Mackenzie to the medical doctors, the scientists, the engineering researchers are pushing frontiers in science and medicine and arts and literature. Canada is about exploration.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land.
From far and wide, oh Canada, we are Albertans, and we love our Canadian flag.